Bato the Ghostwriter Show, rated E for everyone. You're listening to Bato the Ghostwriter Show.
Hey everybody, this is Pot of the Ghostwriter, and welcome to today's podcast. Today we got something going on. I'm starting something new. It's called Story Time with Pato. So I'm gonna share, little stories from my youngster years. Now, names and places and circumstances may be a little different, to protect the innocent, and we live in such a litigious society that I don't want family members suing me for talking about them, right? Today's section is called Story Time with Pato, and today's story is about swimming pools because we're getting close to the summer. I mean, here in Arizona, it's hot as hell already, and summer hasn't even started. I mean, it doesn't start till June 20-something, June 21st. But bottom line, it's already hot, so people, swimming pools get used here in the Phoenix area. So, without further ado, let's go to Story Time with Pato. Alrighty? Swimming pools. Who doesn't like swimming pools, right? Especially now in the summer, it's hot. Nothing like going and cooling off at the pool. Not me. Screw that. I think this happened. I got traumatized many years ago when I was a youngster. And it's funny how it happened. I mean, here, of course, I'm going to tell you. But many years ago, I must have been like 5, maybe 4. I think, let's go with 5. Let's say I was 5 years old, and we went on this family trip. Typical Latino family. I was thinking like 50 of us. I mean, it was like 7 in my age group, like 5, 4, 3-year-olds. It was like 7 kids like that, and then another 5 or 6 in close to the preteens or teenagers. I think the oldest was like 14, and for practicality purposes, we're gonna protect the innocent. We're gonna call the oldest one Cece, just because I don't know. So bottom line is, we're at the hotel, and there's a swimming pool. So of course our kids are like, let's go to the pool, and yay, blah blah blah. We're all running, put our shorts on, and we all go to the pool, and we're swimming, splashing. We're in the low end because we're the little kids, and we're just doing our thing, cannonballing and screaming and yelling and splashing and being annoying to the older kids. And the older kids, they wanted their privacy because they're so mature. And 11, 12, 13-year-olds and 14-year-olds, hey, that's maturity, So they come up with the way. They come up with the way to get rid of us. So here comes the oldest. So Cece comes over and she's like, "You see that fat guy over there?" And we turn around, and there was this big heavy-set man. And she's like, "He didn't wipe his butt before coming in the pool." We're like, "He didn't?" "No." And now there's poo particles all over the water. So of course, immediately the reaction is, "Ew!" And we get all, disgusted, and we jump out of the pool, and we're running back to the room screaming like, "I got a shower, this and that, ew." And we're like, "Mama, I got a shower, there's poo in the water." And she's like, "What? Hold on, what's going on?" "There's poo in the water." So immediately they thought that one of us little ones, had an accident in the water, because it happens, right? Little kids sometimes can't hold it, and next thing you know, they let go of stuff that looks like little Snickers bars there in the pool, right? But no, this time that wasn't the case. It was we thought that the fat guy didn't wipe his butt, so now there was poop particles all over the place. So we're like, okay, this is what happened. Like we're swimming, we're splashing, and then there's fat guy right there, and he didn't wipe his butt, and he's like, who told you that? Well, Cece. And the minute we say that, my aunt, who apparently knew her kids very well, that was like a red flag for my aunt. She's like, oh, Cece told you that? Yeah, okay. You know what? She was lying to you guys. Let's go back to the pool. So, here we go. But she's told us to be very quiet. So we pretty much snuck back to the pool area. And sure enough, we get to the swimming pool. Cece's making out with her boyfriend. I mean, they're just rounding second base, I guess. I don't know. Dude had his hands all over her, and it just making out like, well, teens. So my aunt tells us to jump in the pool and make a lot of noise. So we like, yeah. So here you got 7 little Lord of the Fly kids. I don't know. We're just and cannonballing into the pool and making noise and splashing. And Cece turns around to see what's going on and makes eye contact with my aunt. Latinos, she's like, vas a ver, cabrona, as soon as your dad gets here, you're gonna get it. And boom, those two separated so quickly. It's amazing. I've never seen people move that quick in water, But yeah, those two had like 6 feet of separation instantly. Okay, so she got popped, and I'm hoping she got popped before she got popped. But that's a story for another day, right? So, bottom line, fast forward a few years later, I was thinking about that day, I'm like, I remember Cece. I mean, yeah, she wanted to make out with her boyfriend and didn't want any witnesses, so she told us the poo thing just to get rid of us. But then I started thinking, you know what? But there might be something to her theory, when it's all said and done. I mean, who knows? I mean, there's a lot of dirty mofos that don't shower or don't wipe their butt properly, and then they jump in the swimming pool, and all those things just, wash off with the water there, and they're floating around in the swimming pool. And then hormonal teenagers who are making out right there and rubbing one out and releasing it there in the pool. I mean, yeah. So as I got older and started thinking about those things, I was like, ew. And I was older, so I didn't go running anywhere, but I just made the adult choice of not going into swimming pools. Like I said, I've broken my rule once in a while, and I'm always very conscious about that. But for the most part, I stay out of swimming pools. Yeah. There you have it. My story about swimming pools. Hope you enjoyed my little story. This is something that I'm going to be trying out now on the podcast, which is something that I wanted to do all along. So once in a while, like I said, you'll see the Story Time with Pato podcasts. Hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you have an awesome day. I mean, it's really early in the morning right now. But, live each day like it's your last one, because it very well could be. Take the time to be with your loved ones. Show them you love them. Tell them you love them. Do that important little thing. Be with them, because that's what makes life worth living. What can I say? Have fun. Because if we're not having fun, what's the point, right? Y'all have an awesome day. Later.